Farrell Cook coming at you from Kidney Care Coaches. Just got done with another good workout, man. I want to talk to people about exercising when you got kidney disease or on dialysis. Exercise by itself can be hard, man. It's challenging. But when you have kidney disease, organs not working properly, and you're trying to exercise, it could be 3 times as hard. Maybe when you got kidney disease, the kidney might not be functioning properly, but you still, getting a little energy from you, getting, your hemoglobin is still working from the kidney. You're still getting some red blood cells. You're still, getting that energy. The kidney is still removing toxins from the blood, things like that. But when you're on dialysis, like myself, kidney function at 10%, where it's not functioning at basically at all, and then you try to exercise, it's really challenging, especially when the fluid is dancing all around your body. The fluid could be in your lungs, the fluid could be in your heart, and the only way you can get that fluid off your body is by doing dialysis treatment. And with that being said, when you're on dialysis and you're trying to exercise, you can only have 32 ounces of water a day. So that's even harder. So you're sweating, your muscles is crying for fluid, but you got to be on a restricted fluid because you don't want a fluid overload. And when you fluid overload, the fluid can get around your heart, your lungs, and it can cause congestive heart failure. So you have to be mindful of that. Also, you have to be mindful of when you go do your treatment the next day, when they start pulling off the fluid, how the muscles cramp up. So it's a fine line of exercising, but you don't want to exercise too much where when they start taking the fluid off the body, the muscles start cramping up. You start cramping up on the machine. You got these needles in your arm for 4 hours and your body starts cramping up. Believe me, it's the worst feeling you ever want to have in your life. I don't want anybody to experience that. And I have experienced it by, lifting heavy and then doing dialysis treatment the next day. It can be very, very painful. So it's a fine line, and it's a dance where you still want to exercise to keep the body strong, but you still got to be mindful of what you're going through as far as your treatment, everything. As far as you can only have 32 ounces of water. And I live in Florida right now, and it's really, really hot. And you be wanting to drink, but you got to be mindful of that because you don't want to get fluid overload and have that fluid build up in your lungs where you can't breathe. And, it can be challenging. And sometimes, you have other morbidities too, diabetes, high blood pressure, inflammation from the kidney, all these other things. But you still can do it. So, what I recommend is when you do exercise, if you're first starting out, go with some bands, do some walking, then start with some light dumbbells. You will see yourself get better. You're not gonna get better like when you have a kidney functioning, but you will slowly get better. You'll slowly see yourself progress. Also, make sure you're stretching your body. Make sure you're, stretching. Make sure you're going, doing the walking, and you're getting proper food. Watch the phosphorus in your food, but also get that protein in your body because it's important. And take those meds. But be mindful, and the benefits of exercising, no matter what you're going through, is you got to keep the body strong. I might be getting my 3rd transplant, so therefore, I got to keep my body strong in case I do got to get this transplant. I don't want to be super weak going through a whole transplant. Transplants last sometimes 8 to 9 hours long, and your body goes through a lot of trauma. So you want to be as strong as possible. So you can still exercise when you have kidney disease or on dialysis, but you want to be really, really mindful like I said, some of the things of, 32 ounces of fluid, not going too hard. And the majority of dialysis or kidney disease people who have kidney disease don't go too hard. We're just barely trying to get them to lift weights. I consider myself an exception. I will go too hard and cramping up on the machine and stuff, so it's a fine line. But make sure you're getting that good rest. Even though I know it's challenging when you're on, dialysis or do have kidney disease, to get proper sleep. Because proper sleep can be taxing, like waking up every hour, 2 hours, because, it just is what it is. Not too many people who have kidney disease can stay asleep for a long time. But if you want to exercise, if you want a new nutrition plan, I've been doing this for a long time. Kidney Care Coaches. Reach out to me at www.kidneycarecoaches.com. Hit me up. I could definitely write you out a nutrition plan and and see where you're going, see where you're at as far as your kidney disease, or if you're on dialysis. I definitely can help you with those things, because I own my own fitness studio when I was on dialysis. I personal trained for over 20 years. I work with thousands of people who have all types of heart, lung, kidney transplants. All of them, I did it all. So I'm well versed in understanding about kidney disease and exercise. And if you want to keep that body strong, you definitely want to exercise. And I can show you how to do it. So, but stay strong. This is Tafaro Cook. Kidney disease and exercise. Still want you to exercise, but it's a fine line of how to do it. So, thank you, everybody. Just wanted to shout out to that. Kidney Care Coaches. Peace.